What a night in the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons delivered an absolute thriller on February 23rd, 2026, a game that no basketball fan will forget anytime soon. From the opening tip-off to the final buzzer, this matchup was packed with intensity, highlight plays, and non-stop momentum swings. But trust me, the fourth quarter, that's where things went completely crazy. Both teams came in hungry, looking to make a statement this season. The Spurs showcased their young talent and explosive offense. The Pistons answered with toughness, physical defense, and clutch shot-making. Every possession mattered. Every basket felt bigger than the last. And just when it looked like one team had full control, the other responded with a massive run. The crowd was on its feet. The benches were fired up. And in the final minutes, we witnessed clutch shots, critical stops, and a finish that had everyone holding their breath. If you missed this game, don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's break down how this battle unfolded and relive every key moment from this unforgettable showdown between the Spurs and the Pistons. The game tipped off with immediate intensity as both the San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons came out aggressive on both ends of the floor. From the very first possession, it was clear that neither team planned to ease into this matchup. The Spurs struck first, pushing the tempo and attacking early in transition. Crisp ball movement created open perimeter looks, and their young core wasted no time knocking down shots. Detroit, however, responded quickly. The Pistons leaned on their physical style of play, attacking the paint and drawing contact. Strong drives to the rim not only put points on the board, but also sent a clear message that they were ready for a battle. Their defensive pressure forced a couple of early turnovers, leading to fast break opportunities that electrified the home crowd. Midway through the quarter, the momentum began to swing back and forth. The Spurs found rhythm from beyond the arc, hitting back-to-back three-pointers to stretch the floor. Meanwhile, the Pistons dominated the boards, securing key offensive rebounds and converting second-chance points. As the first quarter came to a close, the pace remained fast and competitive. Both teams traded baskets in the final minute, refusing to give up any ground. The scoreboard reflected just how evenly matched they were, setting the stage for what promised to be a dramatic contest. The second quarter brought a noticeable shift in energy as both benches stepped onto the floor. Depth quickly became a factor in this game. The Spurs' second unit injected life with quick ball movement and smart shot selection. Key three-pointer early in the quarter gave them a slight edge, and their defensive rotations tightened up, forcing Detroit into tougher shots. But the Pistons weren't going away. Their bench players answered with hustle plays, diving for loose balls, contesting every shot, and pushing the tempo whenever possible. A strong defensive stretch led to a mini-scoring drought for San Antonio, allowing Detroit to capitalize. With a quick scoring run that flipped the momentum, midway through the quarter, the intensity escalated. Both teams increased their defensive pressure, and every possession began to feel more physical. Hard fouls, tight contests, and emotional reactions from the sidelines added to the drama. The crowd grew louder with each Pistons basket, sensing an opportunity to seize control. As the starters returned, the game reached another level. The Spurs tried to regain rhythm with perimeter shooting, while Detroit attacked inside with confidence. The final minutes before halftime featured clutch, mid-range jumpers, and a crucial late three-pointer that brought the fans to their feet. Heading into halftime, the score remained tight. Neither team had been able to fully pull away, and the tension in the arena suggested that the second half was going to deliver something special. Coming out of halftime, both teams made clear adjustments, and the intensity immediately jumped to another level. The Spurs opened the third quarter with sharp execution, moving the ball quickly and attacking mismatches. Their offense looked more structured, finding open lanes to the basket and creating high-percentage shots. Quick scoring burst gave San Antonio a slight edge, forcing Detroit to respond. The Pistons answered with physical defense and smart shot selection. They slowed the pace just enough to regain control, working the ball inside and drawing fouls. Trips to the free throw line helped them chip away at the deficit while also disrupting the Spurs' rhythm. Every possession felt more calculated, more intense. Midway through the quarter, the game turned into a back-and-forth showdown. Lead changes became frequent, and neither team could string together enough stops to fully separate. A highlight dunk brought the crowd to its feet, only to be followed by a deep three-pointer on the other end. The arena was buzzing, defensively. Both squads tightened up. Key steals and blocked shots added to the drama, and you could sense the pressure building. As the third quarter came to a close, the score remained razor close. The stage was officially set for a dramatic fourth quarter, and no one inside the arena was sitting down. The fourth quarter is where everything exploded. With the game hanging in the balance, both teams emptied the tank. The Spurs struck first with a clutch three-pointer from the wing, briefly taking control. But Detroit responded instantly with an aggressive drive to the rim, finishing through contact and igniting. The crowd, with under 5 minutes remaining, the intensity was unreal. Every possession felt like the most important of the night. The Pistons went on a quick run, fueled by strong defense and transition scoring, flipping a small deficit into a narrow lead. The Spurs called timeout, regrouped, and came out with renewed focus. What followed was pure chaos. Back-to-back three-pointers, a massive defensive stop, a fast break layup. The lead changed hands multiple times in just 2 minutes. The crowd was on its feet. Players were diving for loose balls. The benches were roaring with emotion. In the final minute, the tension reached its peak. A clutch jumper tied the game. Then, with seconds left, one final possession decided everything. The shot went up. The arena held its breath, and the outcome sent shockwaves through the building. This was more than just a regular season game. It was a thriller that will be remembered all season long. As the final buzzer sounded and emotion settled, it was time to look at the numbers that defined this incredible matchup. Both the San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons had standout performances that shaped the outcome of this thriller. The stat sheet tells the story of a game that was truly balanced from start to finish. For the Spurs, their leading scorer delivered a huge performance, finishing with an impressive point total while shooting efficiently from the field. He stepped up in key moments, especially during the fourth quarter, knocking down clutch shots under pressure. The Spurs also saw strong contributions from their supporting cast, including double-digit scoring from multiple players and a big rebounding effort that kept them competitive throughout the night. On the Pistons side, their star player answered the challenge with an outstanding all-around performance. Not only did he lead the team in scoring, but he also contributed crucial assists and rebounds. Detroit's defense made a difference as well, forcing turnovers and converting them into fast break points that shifted momentum at critical times. Rebounding was nearly even, showing how physical this battle was inside the paint. Three-point shooting percentages also played a major role, with both teams connecting from deep in crucial stretches. In the end, it came down to execution in the final minutes, and the team that made the key plays walked away with a hard-earned victory. What an unforgettable showdown between the San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons on February 23, 2026. This game had everything: intensity, clutch moments, momentum swings, and a heart-stopping finish. It's matchups like this that remind us why we love the NBA. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think was the real MVP of this game? Which moment stood out the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below if you enjoyed this breakdown. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another NBA highlight recap. More action, more drama, and more unforgettable games are coming your way. See you in the next one.